God's presence, you can live holy. Look at the scripture that says, that's why he said, come unto me. If we come to him, you dwell in the light. You will not be in darkness. It takes you to be in darkness to do the works of darkness. Look at what Jeremiah said. In those days, and in that time, says the Lord, they shall come. Yeah, in those days you will still come. You will still come to God. You will still come. Go ahead. You will be weeping.
They shall go and seek the Lord.
You will still go and seek the Lord because that's your only hope of living holy.
They shall ask the way to Zion.
You will not be asking, how do I practice intimacy? How do I stay in God's presence? But must you wait until destruction destroys you? Must you wait until you are afflicted by coronavirus before you seek the Lord? Must you wait until you are afflicted by satanic attack before you seek the Lord? That ought to be your pattern of life. It ought to be your way of life. Meditating on the ever-abiding presence of God. Read further, my son.
With their faces still the same.
With their faces still the same, battered by the devil and the circumstances of life. The evil that is happening to unbeliever now happening to you. Why will you allow that? Because you went away from the Lord, from being conscious of God's presence. Go ahead.
Come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant.
What verse is that? Go ahead, verse 6.
My people have been lost sheep.
Now look at what God is saying. They have been lost sheep. Are you among the lost sheep? Remember, they are not unbelievers. My people. What does it mean to be lost? Not to be available. He can't find you. You are not always in his presence. Remember, the first question that divinity posed to humanity was, Adam, where art thou? It's a question of you are not available. The first question that God posed to humanity was, Adam, where art thou? It was an absence from God's presence. I'm sure God is asking now, mentioning your name, where art thou? Why don't you perpetuate an awareness in your mind of the reality of God's presence with you? You ask me, what do I busy myself doing? That's all I do. Everything springs from there. Where I will go springs from my awareness of God's presence. What I will do in the day springs from my awareness of God. That's where I get the thoughts downloaded. My memo for the day comes in my stay with God. My plan about my destiny comes from my stay with God. That's where I hear them. Say, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. That's where I have direction. As you keep on spending time with God, sin will not be possible. Direction will be accessible. You will begin to live perpetually obeying the pattern of the kingdom. And the pleasure of relating with God will be your portion. Remember, I said in that verse 6,
My people have been lost sheep.
my people have been lost sheep.
Their shepherd have caused them to go astray.
Their pastors made them to go astray.
They have turned them away from the mountain.
They have told them to be busy, busyness, be busy, do this, do that. The activity is not really what God is happy about. If activity is what pleases God, angels will perform better. Activity that God values, they are those that emanate from your stay with God. Activity that God is happy about, they are those you received when you stayed with God in a place of intimacy. You don't just go about doing everything. No. What you do doesn't move God. It's what you do that came out from your intimacy with God. You need to begin to practice it. What is intimacy? I have broken it down in a simplified version for everyone to learn. It's first of all separation. You can't claim to be intimate with your wife with your door open. You can't be intimating with your wife in the parlor where visitors are around. So the first thing is to stop and withdraw your mind from people. That's separation. Stop your mind being influenced by factors and people. Withdraw it from them. The second thing you do is to now return that mind to God. There's no neutral part. You detach your mind from this and you relocate it to this. As you withdraw your mind from people and from issues, you return it to God's awareness. That's number 2. As you meditate on God's awareness, you go to the third step, which is meditating on the power of God. What makes God God? So what awes you when you think about issues about creation, existence, supernaturality, God? Just think about it. All you know is only God could have done this. That's what you do. Third step, meditate on the capacity of God. If you do it enough, the next one, which is the fourth one, is automated. You find yourself worshiping Him without any song. 10 songs coming up from your spirit man. When you worship Him, that is where you begin to hear. It is the nature of kings to speak back to the worshiper. Herod, as angry as he was and as sad as he was, when he was being adored by Herodias' wife, her daughter, prostitute, dancing and singing, praising him, his anger departed and the chorus come. I will give you up to half of my kingdom. That's how kings behave. And your father is a king, the king of kings. When you adore him, he speaks back to you. That's how I hear his voice. And write down what he's telling you. Isaiah 30, he spoke about it in verse 29. He said, thou shalt have a song. And it will cause his glorious voice to be heard. And through the voice you hear, you will defeat the sickness. You will defeat the disease. You will defeat the enemy. You will come out of crisis. Isaiah 30, verse 29a, 30a, and 31a. Is there? Read for me, my son. Ye shall have a song.
And the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard.
Once you sing and worship the Lord, He will make you to hear.
For through the voice of the
Through the voice you hear,
shall the Assyrians be defeated.
that is what gives you power and advantage over your enemies. Through what you hear from God. How will you hear when you don't stay with Him? Look at the process again. It will help you to hear. I wasn't hearing before, but I hear every moment. Hear more than a prophet. 1. Stop activities, either physically or mentally. You can stop physically by withdrawing from people and going to hide somewhere. You can stop mentally, though you are with people, but your mind has pulled out from them. Then, second thing, you now put your mind on God. Just think of anything associated with God. If you do it enough, the next step, which is the third step, which is the fourth step, is easy. What's the first one? Stop and separate yourself physically or mentally from distractions. Second one, meditate on God. His presence. It can be found in heaven, can be found around you, and in your heart. Think about these 3 platforms. As you traffic these 3 platforms, considering Him watching you from heaven, considering Him around you, considering Him in your heart, as you traffic it once, twice, you will feel something in your body. That's the practice. In the book of Acts 17, He spoke it. He said, we seek Him even though He's not far, that we may feel after Him. We seek Him even though He's not far, so that we can feel. There's a feeling you get when you seek Him. Is He watching me from heaven? Is He around me? Is He inside my heart? You go back to heaven again with your mind thinking, the Lord is in heaven watching me. The Lord is around me. He's in my heart. These are the 3 platforms you can find God by meditation. As you keep on, before you know it, you will feel. There's a feeling that comes. By practice, I know it. If you meditate on God enough, watching you from heaven, how do I know He's in heaven? Jesus took the loaf of bread and and look up to heaven. And he said, our Father who art in heaven. So I know it. Where is heaven? By geographic analysis, it should be upward. Jesus lifted up his eyes to heaven. As you traffic these three platforms on which you could locate God, you will feel him. Every living person, even if you are not a believer, you will feel him.